Welcome to the As Above Astrology message for the Samhain season of 2025. I'm your astrologer, Cawnawyn Mor. The sun now stands in Scorpio, and the moon passed through Pisces on the night of Iha on Halloween. Right now, Saturn and Neptune retrograde together one final time in the sign of Pisces, our ancient teachers of form and formlessness, taking us back to the lessons we thought we'd already learned. We are returning, but we are not the same. This is not regression. This is integration of wisdom, of knowledge, of experience, a final breath before a massive leap forward. Saturn and Neptune are the sea itself, dissolving our edges, softening our certainty, reminding us that creation begins in the void. It's messy, it's confusing, and it's divine. The seed does not bloom the day it is planted. It waits in darkness, unseen, held, and becoming. So, I'll ask you, as we exit these final months of 2025, what seed are you planting in the dark? What dream have you planted, unsure if it has taken root? And can you find it within you to believe in it, even before it blooms? Because in the spring of 2026, this world will not look the same, not the outer world, and not your inner one. Because we are entering a new elemental era, air and fire, where consciousness itself begins to awaken. Mars, the ruler of this season's sun, is finishing its trine with Jupiter as it leaves the sign of Scorpio, and it whispers in these last breaths to Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. This is divine strategy, power shaped by faith. The Morrigan's energy moves through this sky, and she does not fight recklessly. She fights with precision, with Mars coming to meet Mercury once again in the sign of Sagittarius. Your power is magnified when your words are exact, when you speak with clarity, with conviction, with truth. And the Morrigan teaches us that truth itself is a weapon, one that cuts through confusion and delusion and fear. So speak your truth, not to dominate, but to liberate. And you do not need to speak to convince others, but to align within your soul with what is real. Because in times like these, truth is sacred magic. In ancient Ireland, it was said as the people moved, so did the spirits of the other world, the spirits of the mounds, the spirits of ancestors, walking freely among the living and through the portals that were open. They called it a dangerous time, and they called it a holy time. Because to move between worlds is to be transformed. And this is where we stand now. These dimensions of our reality are porous. The psychic and the physical are intermingling. Like your intuition is heightened, and you are aware of presences unseen. And don't fear it. Let it soften you. Let it make you stop and listen. As Mercury moves back into its sextile with Pluto in its retrograde, it reminds us we can speak with the unseen, and we can also listen for the hidden truths within ourselves. The other world does not exist outside of us, above us, or below us. It exists intertwined with us. Now, the Taurus full moon coming in just one day shines as a stabilizing force. The moon is exalted. She's grounded, and she'll form a sextile to Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune. This is when the soil that has been saturated with water becomes fertile again. This is when that seed we planted beneath the surface really begins to hum. Now Mars still speaks to Pluto, now in collaboration, a psychological closing sextile, and a moment of deep internal reckoning. If we think back to September of 2025, during the Mars-Pluto closing square, what broke you open at that period? What truth were you forced to face? And what have you been silently carrying ever since? Now is your chance to integrate it, to claim it, You make it sacred. This is the alchemy of Samhain. This is not just death. This is more like compost. This is ending and beginning. This is transformation. So here is how I am interpreting this moment. We do not simply close a chapter here. We step into a new epic of our own minds as Saturn and Neptune prepare to re-enter and stay in Aries, as Uranus spends one final breath in Gemini before it retreats back into Taurus one final time. And as Pluto continues to settle in the early degrees of Aquarius, the elements are about to shift permanently into air and fire. So consciousness quickens, ideas will ignite, revelations will flash like lightning across the human psyche, across human consciousness. I believe we are entering an age of psychological revolution, one where the mysteries of the spiritual, the subconscious, the liminal spaces, intuition, and the unseen energies and dimensions of existence will no longer remain hidden from us, from our understanding, from our science, because I believe science will start to uncover what the mystics have always known, that intuition is intelligence, that while the shadow may hold trauma, may hold pain, may hold grief, it is sacred and must be integrated into our overall health systems and health care, and that the psyche is not a prison, it is a universe. But as Pluto does, before the breakthroughs come, the shadows must be illuminated. So we will see this collective unconscious surface, the pain, the fear, the mistrust, the separation, all of it will demand to be seen, to be acknowledged. So this is where your work begins, and mine. And I challenge you, meet it with love, meet it with compassion, meet it with acceptance, reserve your judgment, meet it as the bridge between both worlds. You do not need to retreat in fear. This new wave of consciousness will tempt humanity to cling to structures that we have outgrown, to religion that no longer resonates, to familiar gods of order, but it will never be the same. And this time we have the opportunity not to step into further division, but to unite ourselves with clear understanding. This is a time that can open to be about faith, not as obedience, but faith rooted in the personal experience of the sacred. Faith born from the direct contact with the intelligence of the soul. This Samhain, let us reframe what it means to walk between worlds. Our ancestors are with us, asking us to listen. Spirit invites us to simply pay attention, because the old boundaries are dissolving. The mind awakens, and the soul of humanity is remembering itself. And you are no mere witness or bystander to the shift in reality. You are part of it. So tend to your seed. Speak your truth with confidence and clarity. See the humanity in others. Be that bridge between worlds. This new world need not be built by force. This new world could be built with compassion. Samhain marks the turning of the witch's new year, and it also marks the turning of this new era, the dawn of new consciousness, a revolution of the heart and the mind and the soul. And if you listen closely, maybe you can hear your seed humming beneath the soil. May you manifest a life of divine purpose and glory, for you are worthy and you are free. Blessed be.